This final video will derive the fourth kinematic equation. So with the fourth kinematic equation, the idea is that we want to find the final velocity, and we are given the initial velocity, the acceleration, and the displacement. And we can combine the first and second equation as we did before, but we want to combine it in such a way that we end up with only these four variables. So let's go back to writing down the first and the second kinematic equation. First kinematic equation is this. Second kinematic equation is this. Now, something that you'll notice is that in the variables that we want, time is not there. However, time is in both of these equations. So to get rid of time, to be able to have an equation that has these four variables in it, we need to eliminate time. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take and solve this equation for the time. So I will take and multiply by 2. So I get 2x equals v initial plus v final, all times t. And then I'm going to divide by v initial plus v final. All right, so that cancels out, and I'm left with t equals 2x over v initial plus v final. And I'm going to plug this into over here. So I get v final equals v initial plus a times 2x over v initial plus v final. All right. What I'd like to solve for is the final velocity. So I need to get the final velocity on one side of this equation. So the first thing, I've got this part that's under here, which is a little messy, and I've got something over here. So it's going to make it easier if I can move this to the other side, and then I can have something where I can multiply this piece out. So I'm going to take v final minus v initial is now equal to these numbers here, which I'm going to just rearrange. Often you put the number in front. I'm going to say 2ax over v initial plus v final. All right, so now I'm still trying to get v final, so I'm going to take each side and multiply by v initial plus v final. So these cancel out, and I'm left with v initial plus v final times v final minus v initial equals 2ax. So now I just need to do some foiling, multiply this out, and I get v initial times v final minus v initial squared plus v final squared minus v final times v initial equals 2ax. Notice that I have v final, v initial, and v initial, v final. Those can flip, it doesn't really matter, but we have this plus on this one and minus on this one, so these two are going to cancel out, and I'm just left with minus v initial plus v final squared, or I could rewrite this as v final squared, add the v initial to each side, take it from this side and add it to the other side, and I get v initial plus 2ax. Notice that I have just used x in every single location, and I know that you guys are used to using d. Sorry about that. The new textbook uses d instead of x, and I'm used to using x. So just imagine replacing the x with d, and you get that equation.